The St. Paul Art Crawl is your twice-a-year chance to see inside the studios of local artists and buy their one-of-a-kind creations. And there's a lot more happening here in Lowertown, like free entertainment. We'll tell you how to find your way around the St. Paul Art Crawl.
But first, let's find out about some of those free shows. We're here at the Baroque Room with Mark Levine, an accomplished violinist and creator of this space. Mark, I'm here to find out about the St. Paul Classical Music Crawl.
So the St. Paul Classical Music Crawl is an event funded by the Knight Foundation and the state of Minnesota. It features virtually every classical music group in the city of St. Paul performing all at the same time on 4th Street during the St. Paul Art Crawl. Some of the performers who are going to be represented in the project are groups like the St. Paul Chamber Orchestra, Minnesota Opera, the Schubert Club, but also groups that people maybe haven't heard of, like my own group, for example, called Flying Forms, that often performs here in the Baroque Room. On Saturday, October 10th, between 12 and 8, there will be 28 different groups performing in 10 different locations during those 8 hours. Each group will perform 15 minutes of music with time for people to get from one location to the next, so they can hear as many groups as they're interested in hearing.
That sounds amazing, Mark. Where can people find out more information?
People can go to stpaulclassical.com to find out who's playing, when they're playing, and where the locations are for the project.
Nick, what else is going on?
Well, what goes with music but dance? I've got Tara Weatherly. She's the founder and principal dancer with Sendero Flamenco. Tara, tell folks what they can see if they come here to the Union Depot during our crawl.
Well, this is the third installation of the Lowertown Dance Showcase, and this was the brainchild of Rachel Walker, who is an artist here in Lowertown. And the showcase features 3 Lowertown dance companies: Ballet Minnesota, Kalavandanam Classical Indian Dance, and Sendero Flamenco. Ballet Minnesota's 10th annual fall concert will feature 8 smaller works using classical, contemporary, and operatic music. And following Ballet Minnesota's fall concert will be student and instructor performances by Kalavandanam and Sendero Flamenco. And all the dance companies are here located in Lowertown, just northeast of Union Depot.
So when can we see the performances?
We will be here on Friday from 7 to 10 and Sunday 2 to 5 p.m. here in the Union Depot waiting room.
I can't wait. You guys at the St. Paul Art Collective are always coming up with fun new reasons to check out the crawl. But let's not forget what this event is really about, and that's meeting local artists and supporting their work.
That's right, and we try to make it easy for you. Go to stpaulartcrawl.org, and there you can download a list of buildings and galleries. There'll be a map of the art crawl. You can also find out information about parking, which some are free, and then of course, again, you can print off a bus pass, which is free for Metro Transit and the Green Line.
So what are some of the new things this time around?
Well, this year, Nick, we did a coloring contest. I don't know if you know this, but coloring for adults is a really big deal. And so those pieces will be on display at the show gallery in Lowertown. And here's an example of one of those. These pieces will be auctioned off during the crawl. We're also, speaking of auctions, we're for the first time doing an online auction. You can also see the pieces actually in the crawl. When you're walking around, you'll see a little sign saying, "This is an auction piece." For more information regarding that, you just go to the biddingowl.com, St. Paul Art Collective. And then of course we've got the passports. Those are back this year and the prizes are always fantastic. This year we're giving away $400 worth of money to be spent on art in Lowertown or St. Paul, any one of the artists that participate in the art crawl. And another prize will be classes. You'll have a gift certificate up to $100 to take an art class for 2 people here at the Show Art Gallery. So those are a couple new things.
Well, I noticed on the map there's some new locations.
Yeah, there is this time, Nick. Actually, we've got some new galleries up in the Midway area. One's called Interact Theater. We have the Three Sisters, which used to be in Lowertown, is now up on Grand Avenue, and that'll be in the art crawl. And of course, the Schmidt Artist Loft is back again. And then there's some new galleries popped up on the east side. One's Dancing Goat, which is a coffee shop that's also a gallery.
But of course, it all starts right here in Lowertown. And if you haven't noticed, the place is booming with new bars and places to eat. So get down here and check out the St. Paul Art Crawl.
See you at the crawl.